Hello guys, welcome back to my malware analysis series. Today we're going to discuss a practical malware analysis. So we are going to create a lab setup for malware analysis. For that we are using now we are going to create our virtual machines, and we are going to set up our own lab. So here we are using a Windows 10, and we are using a REMnux operating system. So the first we need to so we have to download our the Oracle virtual box. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download the virtual box from the virtualbox.org. So just see some issue on the website. It looks like yes, we got a the virtual box is open, and now so what you have to choose is the if you are using the Windows machine, so you have to choose the Windows host, or if you are using a Mac, so you can use the Mac OS. Right now I'm using the Windows host, so that's the reason I'm choosing here, and it's downloading. And so go to the downloads, and so once the download is completed, so what you have to do is so you have to it's a pretty simple process. It's just next. So you just go to your file and download. Just do a double click and install it. Since I have already the virtual box in my operating in my system, so I'm not going to install again since I already have it. So I'm already running some of the operating systems and some of the VMs I'm running. So I'm gonna delete this, and going to show you how we can set up, or how we can install all these the virtual machines. So first let me remove this. Let me power off, and then we can remove this. Okay, I'm going to remove the VMs what I have. Okay, delete all. So you are about to remove the following virtual machine from the machine list. Would you like to delete the files containing the virtual from your okay? I'm going to delete all the files, and also I'm going to delete so everything. So now this is our the virtual VM. So this is how it looks when you have everything when you download the virtual VM. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can write down. You can write a comment saying that so if you have any issues while installation or anything, just write a comment so that I will try to help you if any issues. Okay, and now we have so first we need to download. I'm going to download the Windows 10 ISO file. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have the website. I have the website link, or you can directly, so go to Windows 10 ISO files. You can search Windows 10 file ISO image, and then you can download it, or else use the website. Use this link. I'm going to keep it in our description. So, so my operating system is the 64-bit edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the 64-bit edition. So I'm not going to download right now because it's already downloaded for me. So when you click this button, so it's automatically downloads, okay, into your system. So let's see, so since I already have the operating system in my, so this is my operating system, Windows, the 10 operating series, it is downloading now. So I'm not going to download it, okay, because I have already in my system, okay. So I'm not downloading, so I'm just showing how to download, okay. So I'm just canceling here, okay. The same operating system, the same file I have already downloaded, and I kept it in my the VMs folder. So I'm not going to install again. Okay. So done. I'm done. I'm downloaded, and it's approximately takes it's actually the 5.7 GB. I mean 5.4 GB. So if you have the proper internet, it may download within 30 minutes to 45 30 minutes. Okay. So now, so what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to add this particular virtual machine. So once you download, you can keep it, you can create on your you can create in a C drive, you can create one particular a folder, and you can create all your or you can copy all your virtual machines, the VM ISO images here. So I have copied the Windows 10 ISO image here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to add this particular a Windows 10 ISO image to here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create a new, and then I'm gonna give the name as, so just I'm going to give Flare VM. So I'll discuss what is this Flare VM. Okay, so Flare VM, and the location of the ISO image, I'm going to choose the location is where my operating Windows 10 operating system was there. So this location was there. I'm just choosing this is the location. Select the folder. I select the folder. So ISO image right now I'm not choosing right now. So the later section. So we are going to load the ISO image. Right now I'm not adding, and it is a Microsoft Windows, and this is a Windows 10 64. If you are using another operating system, you can choose what operating system you are using, and if it is a 32-bit, you can choose a 32-bit. Okay, and if you are in Windows 11 64, you can choose that. So depends on your operating system, you can choose you know the version, or depends on the ISO image you can choose. Okay, and next one is so I'm just going to click the next, and I'm choosing the RAM size for for this particular operating system, so Windows 10. So I'm going to give 2.2048, so that is a 2 GB of RAM I'm going to give, and one processor out of four processor, one processor I'm going to allocate for this particular the VM, Windows 10 VM, and then after that, so I'm going to give the 40 GB of data. So, for example, I'm going to give like so I think it's the minimum should be at least you should maintain something like this, the 45 to 50 or something like that. You should have, for example, okay. So I'm having the 50 GB. Fine, it's fine. If you choose the 50 GB, is the virtual hard disk size. I'm choosing 50 GB, and then next I'm creating. So at least you maintain 40 to 50 GB of hard disk drive. Okay, and then I just finished. I have completed the flame, uh, uh, the setup. Then now I'm going to start the mission. Okay, so while starting the mission, so I am going to add the ISO image. Okay, so let's wait for a little time. Okay, so the Windows this mission is powering up, you can see on the screen. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add, see, it is asking the location. Okay, where the virtual machine failed to boot because we have not added the ISO image. That might be a cause by missing operating system. Yes, we have not added or we have not choose the initial stage. We have not choose the ISO image. So that's the reason it's showing it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the location of the Windows operating system. So that is, so this is my, so let's go to C drive, and then go to VM, and then I'm choosing this operating system. So this is the ISO disk image file. This is the ISO file, and this size is approximately 5 GB. And now I'm choosing this. Okay. So and now mount and retry the boot. So it's starting now. The operating system, we loaded operating system. Now it's our Windows machine is ready. So it's starting. We need to, we need to do the settings, the operating system. As we all know, how the normal process of installation of an operating system. First, so you have to choose the language and everything. So I'm just giving as it is, and I'm clicking install now. So it is installation process is going on. Okay. Actually, it takes a little time. So so during the installation, so we have a few more steps we have to follow. So I accept the license and terms, and then so custom. So I'm choosing a 50 GB of disk. This is the drive zero unallocated space, and this one I'm going to create. I'm going to create a one particular drive. So because this is a VM, and I don't need to create a multiple drives. So now the data was, the installation process is happening. So while uh, normally it takes a little time. Okay, so I would request you to have a just have a cup of coffee or have take a snack or something because it takes a little time. Okay, okay. I'm just pausing the video once. So we are almost close to the finishing of installation. Yes, it's taking it's restarting. And the system is getting ready. We have to wait a little. We have to be a little patience. So because we have given the RAM is almost 2 GB, so that's where the problem. So if you have a proper like a 16 GB of RAM on your laptop, so that you can allocate, and if you're gonna run only 2 to 3 virtual machines, so obviously you can choose more than 2 GB, or maybe you can choose 4 GB, or approximately you can choose, so that it will be a little faster. Okay, currently my operating system and my laptop is running with an HGB, so that's why I choose the 2 GB of RAM for this operating for this particular virtual machine. Just rebooting again. So have you guys anytime tried installing your own operating system or the virtual machine? So please comment uh, on this video if you have any issues, if you're following my video while installation of while doing all these things, if you have any issues you can write a comment, so we will resolve the issue. Yeah. All right, so we're going to choose uh, so we're going to choose mm, uh, yeah, I'm going to choose India as a region. Then the next possibly the keyboard layout, I guess. They're gonna ask. Yes, is this the right keyword? Okay, so English, India, I'm choosing, and add a second layer. No, I'm not. I'm just skipping it, and it's now we have some important setup to do. So what is that important setup? Mm-mm-mm. So it's asking for sign in. So now I'm not going to give any uh, with the security key. I'm not going to give anything. So I'm just going to do domain join instead. Okay, so this is an option I choose, and now I'm going to give my the system admin. I mean my the PC name. So I'm going to give the Flare Windows VM, and then I'm going to choose the password. The password something I'm going to choose my wish. Okay, so and then next, where I'm going to confirm the password for this, the previous password what I've given, and what is your what is the name of your city where we are born? So you can give the answer here. Okay, I'm giving, for example, Bangalore, and then I'm going to give my hometown address. Okay, and I'm going to give this another security question. What is the name of what is your childhood name? Like this. Okay, and then next I'm gonna choose What is the first name of your oldest cousin? I'm gonna give something like this. Okay. It's all depends on your wish. You can choose. We got this one, so I'm just going to accept. And now I'm going to accept. Our machine is getting ready. So we see here, so everything is ready for you. Possibly, I mean, now you can start uh, using your Windows 10 virtual machine. I can see this is a leave everything to us. Yes, we are good with the. We have our Windows 10 operating system. So yes, I'm connecting my internet. Okay, our system is ready. Windows 10 VM. I think so. We're good to use now. Okay. Okay, it's a bit slow because the operating system issues. I mean the RAM issues. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yes, we are good now with the Windows 10 operating system. Let's move on to okay. Let's see the some of the settings. Okay, one. So I'm just verifying. Okay, it's a bit slow right now. Okay, we'll try to improve the RAM size and see how exactly it works. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this mission temporarily. I'm just going to pass. Okay, and okay, I'm just pausing the mission. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the REMnux operating system. So what I'm going to do is REMnux type REMnux. Okay, so then go to a REMnux operating system. Click here. Okay, so then you can choose download the REMnux VM here. So you have an option general OVA and virtual OVA. So you choose virtual OVA. From there you can download the VirtualBox OVA file from box. Okay, so now you start downloading the operating system. So you just click on here or here. Okay, so it will be downloaded. But since I have already downloaded in my operating system and since I already have in my laptop, see here it is there in my laptop, so that I am not going to download again. So the same what you are seeing on the so I'm not going to download. I'm just deleting this particular file. Okay, so go to show all, then cancel. Okay, and then I'm gonna remove the file. Okay, this is also I'm going to remove. Okay, so that I have some space in my C drive. So I don't want all these virtual machines. Okay, duplicates and all I don't want. Here also I downloaded. I'm going to delete all these things to save my space. Fine. Now I have 35 GB space. And since I already have in my the REMnux operating system, so what I'm going to do is so I'm going to here and I'm directly going to open. So I'm just going to open. Where it is open with VirtualBox Manager. I'm directly running from here itself. So now so the name is REMnux and everything is fine. If you want, you can change. Flare REMnux. I'm just going to give Flare REMnux, and then I'm just going to choose uh, the location of where my the image was present, so that I'm choosing here virtual machine, and this is my location. So this is where my operating system was present. I mean the base image was there, and then I'm just going to finish. So now it's started importing. Okay, it takes a little time, so just wait for a little more time. It's done. And now for the mission was, I'm going to power on the mission. So I'm just clicking a normal start so that my the REMnux operating system is powering up. So this is a very simple process compared to a Windows 10 operating system installation procedure. So okay, I'm just powering up. I'm just powering up the REMnux operating system. See, it started. Um, Sorry, please ignore some background noise. It's loading the Ubuntu operating system, Ubuntu 20.04. So the REMnux operating system is the most widely used operating system for malware analysis. Okay. Yes, we are good, and we have our operating system is ready. So you can see on the screen is our the REMnux operating system. Okay, if you can just view it on the so this is our REMnux operating system. So where what you're gonna do is you can open up a command terminal and you can execute all the commands, and you can see here the command terminal. You can open a Firefox and other applications on REMnux operating system. So we have some pre-built in like a burp suite, some other the tools, network miner. So some of the tools for the security, especially used in security, there are pre-built in tools are there. Okay. So now then we're going to use our so the next we are going to install our the FireEye so we are done successfully the Windows 10 VM and the FLARE, the REMnux operating system we have successfully installed on our virtual box. And the next thing, so we are going to install the FLARE, the FireEye or FLARE VM. So this particular FireEye or FLARE VM contains so many security or the built-in tools. So once we complete the installation, so we are going to see a lot of tools which are built in with the Flavium. So we're going to see all these things. The first thing what we are going to do is now. So we are going to install the Flare VM. So I'm choosing the Windows 10 operating system, and now I'm starting the Windows 10 operating system. The first thing what I'm going to do here is I'm going to uh, launch the Google Chrome from the Google Chrome. So I'm going to open the GitHub Flare VM GitHub, and then I will start installing the I'll start installing the the Flare VM on the Windows 10 machine. So I'm restoring the mission. I mean, I'm powering on the Windows 10. So previously I just paused. Now I'm restoring the mission. So we have to wait for a little time. So this is our operating system, Windows 10, so where we have already, I guess we have already installed. No, we have not. So we are going to. It is not there. Yes, it is there, or it is not there. Let me check. Okay. So Chrome operating system is not there, so we are going to download the Chrome operating system, so that help us to download. I mean, it's easy for us to do some browsing stuff other than Internet Explorer. And okay, Chrome, I'm going to download Chrome. Okay, it's a little slow, so we have to. Okay, Chrome download for Windows PC. Download Chrome. Uh, it's pretty slow. So once the Google Chrome comes, we can. Okay, come on, come on. It's taking too much time, Google Chrome. So I'm just directly from here itself. I'm opening the Flare VM. So I can see here the GitHub mandate Flare VM. So this is the FireEye, is the Flare VM. So I'm just opening this one. Now it's open. So we have and everything. What all it have and everything. What the Flavium is. So what all the software, what all the tools it has. So every information was there. So you can read it. Which operating system it supports. So Windows 7 it is not going to support, and it supports on Windows 10 and all. And coming to how to install and everything was there step by step. So you can have a, if you have a time, you can have a look on it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the the PowerShell script of this. So how to installation. So you can see here download installation script in installer.ps1 to your desktop. So what I'm going to do is I'll directly copy here. So I'll take the link, copy link. Then I'm opening the PowerShell here. I'm going to open this PowerShell with a admin privilege. Okay, I'm just opening with right click. It's too slow. Okay, I will run this as an administrator. Yes. First thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uh, do unrestriction of execution policy so that I can execute my scripts for. So I'm executing set execution policy set execution. So you can click tab. Sorry, set execution policy unrestricted. So that it asks for you to whether you can unrestrict or not. See, it was restricted due to some security concerns. So now I am in unrestricting, so I can execute any script here. I'm just giving here. I'm just giving yay as an answer, so that I can able now I can able to execute my the script which I copied from the GitHub, the FLARE VM GitHub. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to you get, and then I will put whatever the page, whatever the comment, whatever the the URL which I copied, right? So I have copied the URL from here, right? So this is the URL I copied, right? So now I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some parsing activity here. So that is use a basic parsing and the output file. So the output file should be on C drive. I'm going to keep on the location. I'm going to specify here C drive, and from the C drive I'm going to specify the users followed by my users is Windows Flare. Flare Windows VM is my system. Then the desktop, where I'm going to desktop, and then I'm going to give the name as install.ps1. So that is what the script, right, which we copied. So I'm just going to do the same, and now everything is correct. Okay, desktop. Yes, I guess everything is correct. Mhm. I hope everything is correct. I'm just modifying again. So users player L player Windows VM is my system name. There I wanted to save. So on desktop I wanted to save. So I'm keeping the name and I'm saving as install.ps1. So this is the file I wanted to save. And now see I'm getting now the I'm getting the data. Let's see if it is there or not. CD space C drive. I'm going to see, the location, whether the file came or not. colon users. From there, I'm going to see Flare Windows VM and desktop. Let's see. So now I'm into the desktop. I'm going to see what all there on my system. See here, you can see the length, name, and there will be a file called install.ps1. The file was there on my desktop. So now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this particular uh, PowerShell script directly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install directly install.ps1 so that it started executing my executing the PowerShell script. It's asking me to, do you still wish to proceed? Yes. Stack Overflow question. Welcome to, but may experience error downloading or installing the packages. Okay, that's fine. Yes, I'm giving yes. So, do you still wish to proceed? Yes. 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 Flare VM, so I need to give my password. Flare VA Windows VM. So I'm just taking, I'm just giving the password for that. Now it started installing Boxstar. So now we can get a lot of, I mean, all the tools, executions, and everything. Okay, so it's very important that your the PC should have enough the memory. So keep in mind that, okay, if you have any unwanted the things, make sure you just delete it so that you can have a free space. Okay, and so I have some of the softwares in my laptop. So and the installation take a lot of time. Okay, so it may take a longer time. It depends on the system performance. It takes 2 hours, 3 hours, more than that also. So you have to wait for until the installation complete. Okay, you just do this and you can take a break. I mean, just keep like that, and it takes a while. It take a little time. So just we need to have some patience. Okay. So if you have any other task, you just go and complete it. Installation is happening. So we're going to close to the finish of installation. So now it's asking some of the tools installation. So So I wanted to install some of the tools here where I can choose. So see here, I'm gonna install all most of the tools from here. I don't know what this tools is using. So there's so many tools are there, network miner, all the Nmap. So these also I'm going to install. I'm going to add available to install. Okay, to install. To install. So these are the available tools which you can install. So I'm going to install right now. So the installation process is again happening. So this is too long process actually. It takes a lot of time. Uh, for me, it takes around 4 hours or more than that, 4 to 5 hours. It takes for me to complete everything. So now almost ready. My system, I mean the system is installed all the tools and getting ready. It's restarted and going to log in again. We'll see how the system looks like. So after restarting, so I can see the few more. I have added a few more tool installations. So let's keep on installing the tools. It's been so long and still it is installing. And here we go. So our the Flare VM is ready. So you can see here the VM installation complete. You can see a pop-up, a wizard. You can see it saying that it has been the installation of a Flare VM is ready. So that's why you can see the screen itself, background itself changed. It's a mandate. I mean, it's a FireEye the VM. The symbol. It represents a mandate. So mandate is a FireEye company, and so you can see a lot of tools has been installed. So we are using a lot of tools here like the XI editor, other tools was installed like an Nmap. So these are the tools has been installed, and maybe if you, for example, on the networking side, you can see right. So Nmap, Wireshark, ZenMap tools has been installed, and from the XI editor, so you can see XI editor will be using for malware analysis and so other tools, the password attacks tools has been installed, the PE tool. Okay, so you can see all these tools installation. Comes with the mandate of their VM. And the very important thing is make sure we have to, so this is the base image, and so we are doing a malware analysis. So we are executing in the upcoming sessions, we are going to execute the malwares. So whenever the malware executes, right, so there is a changes in your registry and there is a maybe some malware's installation happens even though you clear everything. There is some hidden malwares in your system and the registry level changes, other process level changes. The so so you want to, it's kind of taking. We have to take the snapshot of this particular mission. So that is, this is our base mission. So we have to take the snapshot. So whenever any malware executions or anything is happen, or if your files has been deleted, or if any abnormal behavior on your system, so you can come back to this mission Uh, so for that, what we are going to do is go to the missions and take a snapshot of this mission. So this is a very important to take the snapshot of your mission, so that you can come back, after malware installation executions, you can come back to the same mission. I mean, how your system is now, you can come back to this, the same uh, position. So this, how the mission was now, you can come back to this position. So that's why I'm taking a snapshot of this, so that I'm taking this as the Flare VM, and this is the base. So this is a base image, I mean the base system. So now I'm taking the snapshot of this. Okay, so that I can come back if any behavioral, I mean, if any the kind of it changes on your system, you can come back to this position again. Okay. So, like for example, I have deleted any file, or I have deleted any sort of the system. For example, I've deleted these tools. So then I can come back to, I can go to my mission. I can then I have the snapshots, so where I can have the snapshots, right? So this is the current state of snapshot, right? So then I can come back. Okay. Now you can see the flare VM base. So you always pass the VM, and then you have to take the snapshot, not when the powering on, when your VM is powering on. So you cannot take the snapshot. You pass the virtual machine, flare VM virtual machine, and then take a snapshot. Okay, so that you will be created this the base image, and then when something is happened, when something goes wrong on your VM, so that you can come back to this base image, base the virtual machine. So that is the current state of your virtual machine.